Hi everyone, this is a quick review on the Siemens IQ500 10 kilogram 1600 RPM washing machine. So I've had this now for probably about 3 weeks and I just wanted to do a quick review, having used it quite a lot, just my initial sort of thoughts on this machine. So I'll start with how it looks. Very stylish machine, very smart, quite like that. There's nothing I don't like about this. It's very nice. We've got the drum just here. I've just turned the machine on because it's got a light in the drum. So this is a 10 kilogram drum, which is pretty big, as you can see here. And yeah, there's a light just up there inside the drum, so that's good. So yeah, like the drum, good size, and we've got the lights. Programs up here, good choice of programs. I tend to use mixed fabrics just here. Again, you can put have whatever spin speed you like. Adjust the temperature up to 60 degrees on this one, and then them are the stain options I've just clicked on. I don't really use the stain options yet, but you can have all different options on this. You know, you can have a pre-wash, less ironing, WaterRinse plus, which I do use, so it'll do 3 rinses and use a bit more water in the main wash and the rinses. VarioSpeed, so that makes it quicker, which I do use sometimes, not all the time, because I do like stuff to have a good wash. But you can use in conjunction all of these, so it's very customizable. So I tend to use that one there with a 1600 spin for sheets and towels to disinfect them and kill any dust mites, bacteria. Not that there would be much, but I just like to do that, and especially if the towels have been used a couple of times or have been left and they're a bit wet, so I like to use that. It costs us to do a 60 degree wash in this 26p, and that's we pay 27p per kilowatt hour, and this uses 0.999 kilowatt hours of electric. So 26p for that wash, which is pretty good. And again, sometimes I do have WaterRinse plus, more so for sheets rather than towels. The other load I use is the 40 degree, which is sort of day to day, your daily wash, stuff that just needs, that's mild to moderately soiled maybe, that just your day to day stuff. Again, WaterRinse plus just there, and that costs us on here 18p. And it uses 0.690 kilowatt hours of electric, so 18p for a 40 degree wash and 26p for a 60 degree wash. It's worth noting though with this washer, if you put a lot of washing in the drum, because it does recommend on here 4 kilogram worth of washing, you can put more in, and it will adds I think about 15-20 minutes maybe onto that to make up the fact that you're actually washing a larger load, so you still get the best results, which is good. I quite like that, because I don't want a 3-hour wash, but I'll still want a good wash that's a quick wash. That'll sort of sense and adjust itself. So yeah, it does vary itself. Sometimes it will wash for what it says, then other times it will add 20 minutes or so. Like I say, you can VarioSpeed it, and it doesn't tend to do it then, but I don't really do that. in regards to spin speeds, very good final spin, and about a very good spin at 1600s. Stuff comes out pretty dry, which is good for going in the dryer, or drying more quickly on the line, or if you're going to use air as less, it won't take as long and less damp in the house. I tend to use the dryer just there, or if it's a nice day I do pull it out on the line. So yeah, that's what I like about that, and you can adjust the spin speed to suit different textiles. So yeah, the MMI go-to programs: mixed fabrics, 40 degree for just day-to-day sort of daily wash clothes like t-shirts, jeans, underwear, stuff like that, and up to a 60 degree for sheets, towels, tea towels, stuff like that. That's them are my go-to programs. We've got a rinse, which I haven't used, I haven't needed to. Spin and drain only there, so you can adjust spin speed obviously on there, which I think I've used a couple of times just to give it that extra bit of oomph, and I think when I forgot to put it up to 1600 once or twice. Something I will say on here is you can have you can have it on rinse hold, so if you're not quite ready for the stuff that's been washed, if you put it on rinse hold, it'll hold it in water and it'll stop the greases, and then when you're finished, put it on for a spin and then do what you want to dry with it. So the other option is drum clean. So Siemens recommends you do this once a month, and the washer will prompt you. There's a symbol there that will light up if you don't do any washes that are above 40 degrees. This just helps remove any sort of detergent residue that could be like affecting the machine, because it does build up the detergent, stuff like that, and it will clean the washer out so your clothes don't smell. It'll get rid of any mold, mildew, odours, clean the door seal, just get all the gunk out. So that's a good cycle. Like I say, I've only had it for 3 weeks and I tend to do 60 degree washes, so probably won't use that too much. The other program up here is Rapid, so that's an okay cycle just for little bits of stuff that just need freshening up. If you're in a rush, you can again adjust the temperature up to 40 degrees and up to 1200 for that. I do have rinse hold on that because then I will spin it on a 1600 spin after. It doesn't do a very good final spin, but it's no bother just to put it onto another spin and drain it. Only takes 13 minutes, so I just do that. And usually I'm only washing a couple of bits, so 1200 spin or 800 spin just does it usually. Like I say, fully customizable options, extra rinse and water if you wanted, VarioSpeed as well, and that, so you can adjust it, so that'll be 3 rinses instead of 2, which I do like. So that's the programs on this. The other one I haven't used, but I will at some point, is the Smart Finish one just here. So you put, I can't quite remember what it was, but it's the steam option. It doesn't wash, it uses a tiny amount of water and it just creates steam in the drum. So if stuff's been over dried in a tumble dryer, which does happen here, put it in there and it just gives it that bit extra dampness back to it, so it's easier to iron. Yeah, because over dried washing is an absolute nightmare to iron, as I'm sure some of you will know. What else? Overall, yeah, I like this washer. It's good. Good spin, good wash and rinse results, good choice of programs, quick programs as well. I like them. this price for this was, I think it was $6.99, and that was from John Lewis, and we bought this what month ago? We bought this April 2025, so it is a current machine. This it was $6.99 and had a 5-year warranty, which I liked as well. And it does feel very robust, well built. Yeah, like I say, there's nothing really about it that I dislike. I will do another review later down the line and see if there is anything that I do dislike about it, but so far there's nothing I don't like. You can also, if you're hard of hearing, in the manual it tells you to do it, how to do it. You can adjust how loud the button presses are and how loud the buzzer is at the end, so you can turn it off if you don't want the beeping, or you can have it quite loud if it's out in the utility room or a conservatory like it is here, or you're hard of hearing. So that's good. Yeah, it's something else that you can customize. So yeah, that's my brief review on the Siemens IQ500. I hope this helps. I'll put the figures of electric running costs in the description for you to have a look at if you didn't quite catch them during the video. So yeah, that's everything with this machine. Thanks for watching. Hope this helps, and bye.